I segregate them as shoots near where you are, near home base, and shoots off-site. Okay, if you shoot near home, which means that you will be back home at the end of the day for the shoot, you don't need anything special. You can manage with what you have. You'll be performing backups at home base, right? So you don't need to back up on-site or during the shoot. If you're shooting off-site, you need a card reader with you. You have to carry one, right? This is really important. I'm going to demonstrate why this is really important shortly. And if you're shooting in a big team, you'll want multiple card readers, right? You need 2 or 3 card readers. You will, if you're shooting with 4 or 5 people, you'll also want to carry a USB 3 hub. With that, you can plug in multiple card readers, and you need at least 2 USB 3 bus powered hard drives. By that I mean the chota hard drives which don't need a power point, because you will not get a power point, right? You want to power them off your laptop or your computer, whichever you're taking with you. Okay. So I'm going to show you. So after you come back from the shoot or on site, wherever you are, and you come back, I'm going to show you these things: manual copy and software assisted copy. Manual copy, everyone knows, is drag and drop from whatever you want to do. And these softwares I'm going to show you how to do an automatic copy and backup. Okay. Unfortunately, I don't have. I'll come back to this. I don't have 2 hard drives with me right now. I didn't bring them along. Is anyone carrying hard drives? No, it's fine. Doesn't matter. I'll just show you theoretically how it works. Okay. On the way home, after you finish your shoot, you should have 3 copies of your data. Now, this is assuming the second scenario which we talked about, which is an off-site shoot, where you did not have time to come home and back up your data. You should have. This is what I do. Of course, this might seem a little too extreme. Okay, this policy might seem a little too extreme, but it works very well for me. You should have 3 copies of your data. Your memory cards, right? Remember, we didn't format anything. We kept these memory cards intact. Hard disk 1, hard disk 2. So now you have 3 copies of everything. Each hard disk should be in a separate piece of baggage, right? Don't keep everything in the same bag, because if you lose the bag, you lose everything. Okay? If traveling with friends, keep one backup, one hard drive with a friend, not with you, right? And you better hope you trust them. That's also a really important factor in this. If the data is extremely critical, if it's something that you have to make sure that the client is some sort of crazy person who will shoot you, or I can't think of a scenario where it would be that critical. But what a lot of people do, I don't do this by the way. What a lot of people do is they copy onto another hard drive and they courier that hard drive and FedEx it to themselves. Right? So now you have a third way for it to get home. So if assuming your flight went down, right? Your flight went down and all your baggage, and you can't reclaim your baggage. You survived, but your camera and all your equipment is on fire. Then at least you'll get a hard drive home. Because I'm assuming FedEx will get there even if you don't. Right? At the very least, your friend will do a tribute to you by editing your photos, even if you don't make it home. Alright. At home base, your workflow is the most important habit. You should develop your own workflow and practice it all the time. Right? It matters how efficient your work is. So there are 2 different ways of doing things. There's efficient and effective. Right? So I'll come back to that. It doesn't matter how efficient your workflow is. Is it an effective workflow? Efficient means you're doing a task really well. Effective means you're doing the right task. Right? There are 2 different ideas behind those things. You need to develop both an effective and an efficient workflow. So it has to be backing up your data properly. It has to be backing up the right data, and it should be backing it up as quickly and painlessly as possible. Right? So different things. And that is dependent on your workflow. Your workflow is a series of steps you will follow all the time as soon as you get back home. Right? And it starts with the point at which you get back home. Okay. So I'm going to just show you, first I'm going to show you how you do copies using these softwares. So I have with me 3 cards, right? I'm going to show you how painful it is to do this manually and how painless it is to do this in an automated way. Now I will not be able to back up all these cards because I don't have enough space on this machine, but I'll at least show you how it works. So I'm using USB 3 card reader, right? And most laptops have a built-in SD card slot, right? So one card goes into the SD card slot, CF here, and SD here. Good. Right. So now this gets plugged into the USB 3 port. Okay, and then you'll see all the cards come out. These are 3 cards. The manual way, and I'm guessing the way most of you are doing, is dragging and dropping. right? Dragging and dropping into another folder. Problem with dragging and dropping is you would have to start, you would drag and drop all three. After it's done, you would have to do a backup, right? And then you would have to confirm that the backup is complete. So it's talk about the other way of doing it, which is photo mechanic. A lot of people use photo mechanic for culling. I only use it for this. This is my only utility for photo mechanic. So photo mechanic has something called ingest. When you hit ingest, you can ingest from all three. Set a primary destination, set a secondary destination. It will copy files. It will even put them in dates. You can do a lot of interesting things with it. It will put them in the right dates and folders according to date. The good part is the secondary folder will have an identical folder structure to the primary folder. Right? Once you hit go, once you let it start, it's hands off. It will copy everything. It will make the backup as well. Right? So especially if you're shooting, if you have long days of shooting, and sleep is like an essential commodity sometimes, right? You have to rest for the next day. You do this, let it go. Plug your laptop in, and let it happen. And you should follow. The reason why I keep mentioning this workflow thing, why you should have a consistent workflow. Let me just tell you why it's so important to have a consistent workflow. There are times where you'll be so fatigued that you will have no idea what you're doing, right? Where you have no understanding of what you're about to do. So at one shoot, one point in time, I actually was so tired that I just fell asleep. I didn't back up anything. At least I thought I did. Went back to sleep. Woke up in the morning thinking, chalo, at least I'll have like half an hour in the morning to start the backup and finish it off. When I woke up and I went to my computer, it was already done. Why? Because I was so fatigued, but it was so mechanical for me because I'd done it so many times that without remembering I'd actually done it. I didn't recall that I'd done it the next day, but all the files were there, they were all backed up, everything was set, and my cards were all ready to go. Right? So that's the beauty of constantly following the same process, that you never have to, you don't have to worry. Okay, so moving files to home-based storage. There's catalog versus catalog, non-catalog, I'll come back to that. Everyone has a different organizational scheme, right? Some people will have shoot name, file name, some people just have dates. So whatever it is, it doesn't really matter too much as long as you use it all the time. So take 10 minutes, half an hour today to figure out whether what you're doing is the most effective way of doing what you're doing. If it isn't, change the system now and just keep following that all the time. Don't change it again. You should have a good repeatable workflow. You'll only be effective if you have a good, efficient and effective if you have a good repeatable workflow. In the sense, it shouldn't be something so complicated that you can't do it every time. Right? It can't be something like one file, these files by this camera have to go here, by this person have to go here, then this, you can't do juggling. You shouldn't do anything that you can't do easily in 1 or 2 steps with a software. Because that will save you a lot of headache. If you're there are some people who are these they have OCD about data, everything should be in this way, everything should be in that way. Give that up. It's not going to work. It won't work for this. Okay? Any questions? So this is a sample of how I organize. Right? It's a very flat structure. This is my archive drive. This is the stuff I've done in 2013, I think, 2014. Right? And some old ones in there. So everything is in a photo archive folder. In that photo archive are all the shoots by name. Right? This is completely different from my personal work. My personal work doesn't go into this archive. This is just for my wedding shoots or my commercial shoots. So I have wedding archive. Wedding archive backup is an exact copy of this. Right? It's always consistently maintained. Right? Good.